What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Lowest Wise Guys podcast. I am your host, Dan, accompanied by Emperor Disco, who I cut him off, and I think he was going to say, let's ROG Ally.
I was just gonna say let's ROG.
Okay. All right.
Instead of let's rock, let's ROG.
I got you. All right. I'll take it. So, yeah, as you guys can see, it is another D&D episode. That's myself and Disco. Not to be confused with Dungeons and Dragons. But yeah, we're going to talk about the ROG Ally, specifically the ROG Ally X, which we both have, the 2 terabyte, because we get that fancy shit. But yeah, we're gonna talk about that, and I guess just gaming in 2025, how we feel, what we're looking forward to, and kind of just go from there, right?
Oh yeah. Do you want to start it off, or you want me to go?
You know what? I'll do a little quick synopsis, and then you just jump in. So
You have the specs and everything. Want to bring?
Not at all. Not even one. Not even one.
We don't need specs.
Not at all. If you want a real review, what the fuck you doing watching this? Yeah, you're not getting that here. But no. So basically, for anybody who's looked at this and they're just like, "Oh man, should I get an ROG Ally?" We're just gonna talk about just as 2 regular people who just play the thing. We're not gonna give you the specs. We're not gonna give you all the ins and outs. I know the video game industry better than I know specs of a specific device. So that's where I'm at with this. But yeah, ROG Ally, great device for those of you that don't know. It's a handheld PC similar to a Steam Deck or what's the other one? The MS something.
MSI Claw.
There you go, MSI Claw. Thank you, Disco. But yeah, so it's one of those right now.
I would say the Lenovo Legion too.
Yeah, that one too. So yeah, right now I would say the ROG Ally X is probably the front runner out of them all. I did have a Steam Deck, which I very much enjoyed. Then it got the black screen of death, which is something that the old Steam Decks get. So if you do decide you're going to get a Steam Deck, check it out. Make sure it's not an older one. If it is, it's still going to work fine. Just be careful with that. It all depends on what charger you use to plug it in. I used a different charger, and the Steam Deck didn't like that. That's stupid.
That's good to note if you're interested in that.
Yeah, exactly. The Steam Deck is still great. Basically, the way that one works is it has Steam OS in there, so you could get like all your Steam stuff. You can put other things on there.
Sorry to cut you off. Do you know what model of Steam you had? Just so kind of people...
Whatever the OG one was.
Oh, okay, the original.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So yeah, whatever that was. Which I don't even know if they sell them. If you go, because if you're gonna buy a brand new Steam Deck, you have to go onto Steam to get it, and they get it delivered to you. If you're buying it from there, they're not selling that one anymore. They're selling like the newer models. But if you're buying it off of somebody, inquire that. Check out the year it came out and stuff like that, just to be safe. But like I said, it's still not bad. It's just as long as you're careful with it. I didn't use it that much anyway, so I'm gonna say I'm gonna take the blame on that being messed up. I'm gonna put that on me. But unlike the ROG Ally, the Steam Deck has Steam OS, and it's really easy to integrate Steam stuff on there. Anything outside of Steam, you have to kind of find a workaround for everything. So if you want to put Game Pass on there, you have to go in there, you have to work on it, you have to figure out a bunch of things. If you want to, let's say you want to remote play your PlayStation, it's a workaround. You got to do a lot of stuff to get all that going. I do all those things on my Ally X, and it's a lot easier to do. That plus I put every other launcher on there. So if you just only want to use Steam Deck, I think probably has a better interface than the ROG Ally. But if you want to have all the other stuff and a little bit of ease of use, especially if you're used to a Windows computer, Ally X is the way to go. But yeah,
I have a question for you. Since you've had both, and I'm assuming you've played your Ally X or a little at least, or a couple hours, whatever,
a
little time in there. So would you do you say that did you notice the difference of like the processing power, or like well, I mean, I don't know what type of games you play on your units, whatever, but like, did you notice like the difference between like the Steam and the Ally X?
I'm very unusual in this case for that, so no, no difference. Now, I've never been one to pay attention to stuff like that. That's just not my forte. Also, I've said this before, and I will say it till the day I die. I am a console gamer. I have the handheld PCs. I'm doing this podcast on a gaming PC. With that being said, if I ever have to pick, I will now and forever pick consoles until consoles don't exist. So I'm always going to be a console gamer. So if I'm playing a bigger title, a bigger game, I'm gonna play it on console. So I do like playing some stuff. You know, on here, like I started playing Hollow Knight, not Silksong, the OG Hollow Knight, and I was like, let me do that on my Ally X. Octopath Traveler, I'm playing it on there. These are not big titles. These are not major big games. Like when a big game,
Yeah,
I was like, oh yeah, that I'm playing that on my PlayStation. You know what I'm saying?
that makes sense if you have it. Yeah,
Exactly. Well, to
totally.
be honest, it makes less sense because most people would want to do it the other way because the gaming PC has much more power. Like I have an actual PC setup, so it's like I should want to play everything on this device. It's the best device I have for running games. I was like, no, I want to look at my TV and hold a controller. Like, I want that experience. That is my experience. So, I can't help but want that. That's a personal thing. So, you've played bigger titles than me on handheld for sure.
That's
yeah,
for the most part, handhelds have been like my exclusive gaming experience for the past couple of years since like COVID, I think, is since
with the
2020.
Switch.
I've been playing the Switch, like kind of got me back into gaming lightly, whatever ports I can get my hands on. But with the ROG Ally X, it's just been like night and day, man. I've been able to play like AAA games and actually get my hands on Ghost of Tsushima. I've been playing I finished Avowed. I started Resident Evil 2. I've been playing all types of games, Fallen Order, and like it just I'm so impressed. Like, granted, when I'm portable, when I'm on the go, usually I have to switch it to like low to medium settings to get like really good, smooth gameplay. But still, it still looks great compared to the Switch, where where I was coming from. It's just like blows me away. And then I recently got an eGPU. I found one on Amazon for like $300, which is pretty dang cheap. I kind of just took a shot in the dark, and it pretty much like turns my Ally X into like a console, like you're saying, and like gives me a little extra horsepower.
Nice.
And I can like play those AAA games without having to on like high settings and enjoy almost console like experience. Like, I feel like consoles are more optimized and whatnot. I'm still on Windows, and so I still get like updates and stuff. Well, I turn them off, the updates off, but like they call it like Windows bloat on Reddit and whatnot, because you still have like
you gotta get rid of that
useless
stuff
files on. So still haven't really done that, but overall, I've just been blown away. I'm impressed. Like it's got me back into gaming, and I'm excited to just play everything.
Oh yeah. Well, one thing I want to talk about with you in particular, because we did a whole episode for anybody who wants to check it out. Go check out Most Wise Guys on YouTube, where basically I reminded Disco that he's a gamer. We did a whole episode on that.
That was a fun episode.
Yeah. Look where we're at now. We're doing a whole ROG Ally X thing.
I'm again officially a gamer.
But
my makeshift console.
Yeah,
actually, it's still PC. It's not console.
Yeah.
That's one discrepancy actually. That's kind of gotten in my way, because my brother actually plays Xbox, and so I thought like, oh, I'm on Game Pass. I'll be able to play with him. But no, it's like Game Pass PC games, and I didn't realize it at first. So that's
you're on PC Game Pass.
A little bugaboo, but
that's one thing I was telling you. I remember when you were looking at it, I said it a couple times. I was like, this is a handheld PC. Like, everybody calls it a console. It's like that's just term that they're throwing out there. At the end of the day, it's a PC. But anyway, like I was saying, we already did an episode where I talked about your history in gaming. But one thing I want to kind of circle back to with that, as far as handhelds go in our history as humans, you and me, you've been more of a handheld guy than I ever was. Because I had a PSP. I had two PSPs. I didn't want either one, but I had two. I remember I asked my parents, because there was commercials. I remember saying, "Don't get me a PSP because that's like $300. You could get me this many PlayStation 2 games. I'd rather have that." And my parents, being my parents, each got me a PSP. So I returned. Same thing happened with Pokemon Yellow. I returned one PSP, kept the other one. Yeah, and then that's where I played with you guys every once in a while. But like, just off top of your head, how many games did you play on your PSP? Just throw a number out there.
Oh man, maybe like 6 or 7. I don't know. I think that's kind of highballing it too. I know SOCOM, Monster Hunter, off the top, man.
Yep.
I've had a couple games. I want to say like 7.
I played 2. I played an NBA game, which I didn't like, and then SmackDown versus Raw, I think 2007, which I was like, I had this for my PlayStation 2. I'd rather play it there. So that was my PSP.
I feel like that's still your same experience today. It's like, I have this on fucking console, dude.
For real. The thing I used the most my PSP for, I also had a UMD disc for The Longest Yard. So I watched The Longest Yard. I did that more on my PSP than actually played video games. I watched The Longest Yard on PSP.
I spent more of my time downloading homebrews and like
I never did it.
Looking on the internet for like all these people making crazy programs and apps that can like control my TV, control people's phones. I'm
the only guy who never hacked their PSP. That's
so impressive what the PSP could do, considering it was like came out like 20 years ago.
Yeah. So there was that. How were you with the Game Boy and stuff back in the day?
I never had an original Game Boy. I had like Game Boy Pocket, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, SP.
Got it.
I kind of went up that branch, yeah.
Okay, so I did have the OG Game Boy. Had about 3 games on there because I had a Nintendo and a Sega Genesis. What do I need to get for? And then I had a Game Boy Advance where I had 2 games on there because once again I had an N64 and a PlayStation 2. What do I need that for? And then years later, I bought a Nintendo 2DS, the one that doesn't close. It just stays in a weird shape.
Yeah.
I bought that to play one specific Pokemon game. Never finished it. Never went back to it. Have no intention to do so. So I bought that for 1 game. So yes, I am not a handheld gaming person.
Speaking of DS, I actually found a DS randomly. There was somebody who was throwing out this like nice little backpack, and I was like, "Oh, it's kind of nice. Let me check it out." And I opened it up, and there was just a DS in there. I was like, "Fuck, I'm taking that."
Yeah,
I've never turned it on or even remotely tried, but I was like, free DS, sweet.
Yeah, no.
One day I'll come back to it.
It's there if you need it. But yeah, no, that, and then I didn't mess with anything until I got the Nintendo Switch. And even then, depending on the game, it's just like I want to dock my Switch and play it on my TV. So it's just like, it's I'm not the biggest handheld guy, as you can see. So that's what I'm saying. When it comes to like the handheld portion, take my opinion here with a grain of salt, I guess. That's why I say, Disco, you're definitely more of a handheld person than I am.
Oh, yeah, I love handhelds. I've used my Ally on planes, on long car rides, on my break, like killing time at work. Just I use it all the time because for the most part with the Ally, once you have Wi-Fi or whatever, you start the game, you don't need Wi-Fi anymore. Like it's just plays. So I just keep one game on and just keep running with it. So it's I just love the portability, even though it's not like the battery's not crazy good, but what, like
that's
2 hours.
Thing,
2 hours is like honestly where the Ally X has the extended battery, whatever, 80 hour watt, whatever it's called, watt hours. But I get like around 2 hours ish when I'm playing, and for the most part, that's like all I really need. After that, like, my eyes start hurting and stuff, and
it's old, man.
Yeah, I get old.
Yeah, no, I still live by the 4-hour rule. If I'm gonna play video games and I don't have 4 hours to sit there and play video games, then what's the point of even playing? Like if I'm gonna play less than 4 hours, I'm not gonna even waste my time doing it. Like it's 4 hours or more. That's the way I've always looked at it.
Sometimes at night I only get like an hour. So
which no, I feel that.
That's the beauty of the Ally. I can just like play it in bed. I could play it, on the couch while the wife is watching something, or I can squeeze it in, and it makes it like very convenient. But I feel you on that. Some games it's just like I want to like get lost in it. Some games I'm like an hour's not enough. I can't play this game.
Yeah, no, that's it's funny because I'm a gamer who doesn't play that many games in a year, and it's because of that mindset. It's just like if I don't have a free 4-hour window, and I rarely do, I don't play anything unless it's like a game like Yote that's coming out, where it's like I'm going to make time for that. Like that is something where I am going. Like that's the game I've been looking forward to this entire year. The only game I've been looking forward to this entire year. But anyway, with so handhelds, that's our history there. Now with the Steam Deck, I'm sorry, with the Ally, it's interchangeable. For you, what launchers are you using on the thing?
Right now, my go-tos right now, I just use Steam, like the Steam launcher and the Game Pass launcher, and those are the two I've really been using. I really haven't, like told you before the podcast, like set up my GOG account, but I didn't really like. I don't have the launcher or anything. I haven't really used it. Like you told me to set it up, like I think last like 3 podcasts or whatever ago.
Probably.
I did that and just never looked at it again.
Honestly, the only reason I would say set it up is just to take advantage of the free games.
Yeah.
Like if you have Amazon Prime, this goes to everybody. If you have Amazon Prime, you get free games, not even like once a month. I think it's multiple times a month. And you get them for Amazon Games Launcher, the GOG Launcher, and I forget the other one.
Luna or something, or like something
no.
else.
Well, Luna's like a whole nother. Don't even worry about Luna. You're fine. But there's it's something that it's like old. It's like legendary games or old fashioned games, something
Epic?
like that.
Epic?
No, Epic is another one that you should get to.
I don't know.
Yeah, no, I forget what it's. I have my here. I'll boot it up real quick. But it's one of those things where if anybody has Amazon Prime, you're missing out on free games. And my thought process there has always been whether or not I'm going to play these games doesn't matter. Chances are I'm not. But if I'm ever in a situation where, hey, there's somebody nearby, like there's a kid who's like, a little cousin or something's like, hey, you need to play a game. Here you go. I have access to these games. And chances are I'll have some type of kid game they want to play. Or, my mom, she plays like randomly just old games here and there. And it's like, hey, here's an old game that she might have heard of. Mostly it's like Tetris or Dr. Mario. But yeah, stuff like that. So if it's free and you're getting it anyway, just take it. It stays on your account. That thing follows you no matter where you go. So you might as well. But yeah, so you're using your Steam launcher and your Game Pass launcher. With Steam,
and I go like straight off the desktop. I know some people use Armory Crate, or some people use.
I use the Armory Crate.
I see some people using other thing like launchers called like Bazite, like some other stuff. But I don't know. I kind of like. There's a lot of Windows haters saying like, oh, it's just like. Yeah. I mean, I get it. It's probably not the most ideal platform for a gaming console or a gaming handheld, but I like the versatility. I can like use it as a quick PC real quick if I need to. I can search the websites, or I can download. It's just a PC. Like I can use it for like kind of work stuff if I need to in a pinch. I can just like connect to a TV or whatever. Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, do what you gotta do with it.
Yeah, and so I don't know. I really enjoy that aspect about it, but some people don't like it.
Yeah, well, a lot of people are excited so Steam OS. You can get that on the ROG Ally now. So a lot of people are getting that, and we're getting to the point where Xbox is coming up with their OS because they're doing the Xbox ROG Ally X, whatever. This is like 5
Ally Xbox Ally X.
Yeah.
It's a tongue twister.
So the
I always felt like Ally X was just kind of like a weird.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. It's not really catchy, I think.
That's why, once again, I'm just like, consoles have good names. Well, for the most part, the consoles have names. PCs are just PCs. Hence, ROG Ally X. You get stuff like that.
And speaking of that, I have a story actually.
Go for it.
When I first started my new job at the school over here, there was this one teacher that came in, and I happened to be, I was sitting next to my wife. We worked together, and I had my Ally X out, and I was like at the time playing Cyberpunk. I had it booted up, whatever, and she was like, "Oh, I like your Switch," and that goes back to like the catchiness of a name, like Switch. It's like, oh, it's a handheld. It's a Switch. Yeah. It's a little bigger than normal. Switch, and
technically, man, this is a revolution of gamers Ally X. Like,
And exactly, I was like, actually, for clarity's sake, I was like, actually, it's a Asus Ally Asus ROG Ally X. It's like the worst thing coming off my
so I
tongue.
literally, what I tell people is, this is a handheld computer.
That would have been awesome.
That's
at the
what I
time.
tell people.
I wish I'm about to start
Yeah.
using that.
Yeah.
And like it was so weird. The interaction was so weird because of the name is so weird. She literally came the next day, was like, sorry if I offended you. I didn't mean to call this switch.
You made this woman apologize.
I was like, it's no.
She thought about it all night, talked to her husband, is like, he hates me. I need to make this right.
That's what I was thinking. But honestly, that's what I was thinking too. I was like, I came off like such a douche. Like, that sounds so terrible. Actually, it's an Asus Ally. Like, what the fuck? And that I think about that all the time. It's just
I found the launcher.
I like your Switch.
I found the launcher I'm talking about. I don't know if you can see it. It's quality ain't gonna be there. It's this one up here. It's the Legacy. But these are all the launchers I got on my thing. So
damn, you got a zillion launchers. What the?
Yeah, well, and some of them technically aren't launchers. Like I said, it's the Legacy Games launcher, Epic Games, GOG, Amazon.
And that's all through Armory Crate. You have that too?
Yes,
showing me?
This is Armory Crate. I'm showing you. So whenever,
okay,
yeah. So that's what I have. I like Armory Crate. The fact that I have everything.
Does it actually like work? You can boot all your different things, and I read online, and that's the thing with online. You can read all the shit online, and
you got to do it to find it for yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
Now I don't have many games, but like I said, the quality's not. It's kind of shitty, but. The games that I do have on there, it's like it even tells you. It's like here's all my games from whatever platform. So I got my Game Pass games. I have a Steam Deck game. I mean a Steam game in there, and they all show up under games. So I don't have to like look for the individual one or anything. It's just all there, and this is all in Armory Crate. I really like Armory Crate. It's really cool.
People hate it for some reason. I mean, I feel like gamers are just even everything.
Gamers are miserable.
Everyone are just so picky and like,
I'm gonna say,
don't do this. You gotta have this.
I said this years ago. Wrestling fans are horrible people. We're horrible people, and we should be just condemned for existing. And then I realized, like after a while, other fandoms of mine started turning into what wrestling fans have been for years. So it's like gamers have turned into wrestling fans. Star Wars fans have turned into wrestling fans. Like we're all just angry, miserable people. It's just like I've been this.
It's like sticking their butt, just like, oh, that's not exactly right. I hate it.
And wrestling's been that since before I was born, where it's just like, oh, I like this promotion better than this promotion. I was like, dude, just enjoy wrestling, and we still do that now. But yeah, so you have console wars happen, Xbox versus PlayStation. Like Armory Crate lets me put everything on one fucking screen, and I love it. But
that is pretty cool.
Yeah, so I have all that.
The Xbox is kind of doing their own little Xbox.
Xbox is doing
that will have all that.
My only thing with the Xbox that I'm a little bit weary of is one of the things I have on here is technically not a launcher. That's one of the things you could do as well. Even if it's not a launcher, you can put it on that thing in Armory Crate. So I have one thing in there that's not a launcher, but I still have it set up. It's Chiaki. Chiaki is a program that's used to remote play PlayStation. So I can boot up my PlayStation and I remote play it. So my PlayStation turns on and I'm playing my PlayStation through my Ally. And
how is that remote play?
It's cool. I've been using remote play for years. I used it on my Steam Deck. A lot of times I remote play on my PC as well. Remote play is fine as long as you have a good internet connection. Which it's funny if you watch this podcast, you would assume I don't. The only time I don't have a good internet connection is when I record the fucking podcast. Everything else in life, my internet's spectacular. But yeah, no, it's great. Certain games they don't let you remote play. I get due to online qualities and stuff like that, which I kind of get it to an extent. But yeah, no, it's just.
I was thinking about like to get around like to play with my brother. Like I said, he's on Xbox. I have an Xbox S, so I'm like, maybe if I remote play that thing and then I can like play with him. But then I was like, if I'm going to remote play, I might as well just use it.
What games is it? Because most games you could just do, well, unless it's an older game.
Division 2 has the PC thing,
and you can't crossplay with Xbox players.
No, they're PC and Xbox for Division 2. There's another game too.
Do dumb shit like that. So here you go, just so you have an idea.
Red Dead Redemption Online 2.
It
It was also another like one where we couldn't play. I
Yeah.
know there's another game too, but
This ain't gonna
I
work.
forget
But
it.
this is my PlayStation.
Oh, okay, that's
Yeah,
sick.
so
That's
like
pretty
literally,
awesome.
it's just
Yeah.
what my PlayStation looks like. So if I want
So
to play
now
my
it's just
career
like
NBA,
streaming your PlayStation
yeah,
screen.
exactly.
That's dope as hell.
Yeah,
That's sick. That is awesome.
yeah. So that's that.
That's pretty much what like the PS Portal does, right? Like it's
Yeah,
just
that's why a
streams.
lot of people like the Portal. I'm like, the Portal is great for doing PlayStation, but
Do
with
you
I
have to
used
be on the same Wi-Fi for the Portal and for this to stream?
for the Portal, I'm not. We have to get like Rudy on here. He can tell you more about the Portal than I can.
Gotcha.
But for this, because I have to use a third party program called Chiaki.
Yeah.
Chiaki, you have to be on the same network. There's another one, I forget what it's called, where if I wanted to be, let's say I'm visiting family in Jersey and I wanted to play my PlayStation from here, I think it's a separate program that I would have to use for that. But essentially, from my understanding, it works the same way. So like
Yeah.
once I, have that program, I boot up into it and then I'm good to go. But yeah, so oh, hang on, I just realized Henry's been talking this whole time. Let me run into this guy. I had all that stuff covered. Okay, he said he don't hear it. He can barely hear it. I have to focus, or someone has to point it out for me to hear it. Can he still not hear it? I didn't see any of this.
This was in the beginning of the podcast. That was in the beginning of the podcast when you were doing your sound check.
Okay.
With the air conditioning.
Got it. Okay.
The double
Then he said
D's
double
when
D,
we were
love it. What is
introing.
that? Civilization. Don't know.
Words.
It's the Adam Sandler version, not the original. The original one's still good. And he bought a PSP only play Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep, and it was limited edition. Yeah, I feel it. I feel that, Henry. My bad. I just realized I wasn't looking at the chat. I still had the stuff from when I transitioned to going live on Twitch. But yeah, no, it's good.
I randomly have Warframe too that I just launched straight from the desktop. I don't know. Yeah, I just like that I could just use it however I want. That's the cool thing.
And that's the thing with if you have something that does launch from desktop, you could like basically make it so that it can launch from Armory Crate too if you wanted to. Like if I was you, I would you already have Armory Crate in the thing, so just try it and see how you feel about it, because there's no reason not to try it.
I guess so. I can go for it.
But yeah, no, it's cool. But anyway, that's like I was saying before with the Portal. Portal's a great device, but the Portal means, hey, I can play my PlayStation stuff. When I was using my Steam Deck, I was using it to mostly play my PlayStation and remote play through Chiaki as well, because you get the same thing on there. So even then, I was just like, okay, I could remote play my PlayStation. I could lay in bed comfortably and just play on there if I feel like it from time to time. And then my Steam Deck screwed up. So once I got this, I'm like, yeah, I could just use this. And I can also go on to my Xbox account and play Octopath Traveler, or I could log into my Steam account and play Baldur's Gate 3. So it's like I could just do it all right here seamlessly, very easy to do. And theoretically, if I were to allegedly emulate games, I could do that on there as well if I chose to do so, which I don't, because that's illegal if you do it the incorrect way and get ROMs illegally. So I don't do that. But yeah, so that's one of the things I like about it. I like the versatility. I like being able to literally have all my things in one.
I like just having access to, coming from the Switch, just like I was stuck into this like the Nintendo games catalog, and now I have access to Steam and Game Pass. I'm just like, oh my gosh, like the games. The first month I was just on a binge, just like buying this. I still have a bunch of games that are on queue that I'm like, I'll get to it.
Oh yeah,
those Steam sales are something else too.
Steam has a sale
the summer,
all day.
Oh my god,
like every day.
I got Mass Effect Legendary Edition. I got so many Bayonetta. I got the Alan Wake, all for like $10 or less. I'm just like, dude.
You want to know why this works for you better than it does for me? So
because I have a huge gap of
exactly
missing.
Name the that you play. It's just like Fallen Order. Yep, beat it years ago on PlayStation. Ghost of Tsushima. Yeah, I did that on PS4 and then on PS5. So it's like every game that's on sale on Steam. Oh yeah, I did that. Yeah. That's cool. So it's just like that's another reason where it's just like if Steam had something like a lot of people nowadays, they're like, hey, it doesn't matter what console you have because you can kind of play anything everywhere nowadays, which yes is true. But exclusives still matter, at least to people like me, at least. All the porn you can watch in the palm of your hands. I get, if you want to, that's true too, Henry.
I mean, you can if that's how you want to use your ally,
Yeah.
but you better have.
I feel like I don't want to get I'm not trying to get a virus on my ally.
Yeah.
Oh man, but no, like what was I saying? That so a lot of these games, it's just like I've already done it. Now, if there were exclusive Steam games, if they could get the rights to, like if they were gonna do like Half-Life, that's it's made by Valve, hence people who own Steam. So like something like that, like okay, that's kind of a big deal. But like I want to play Ghost of Yotei, right? I really want to play Ghost of Yotei. That's a PlayStation exclusive. That's not going to go to Steam. If we're lucky, in a year.
I was probably just going to say, when you mentioned that earlier today, when I was talking about that, like my heart just like, I was like, damn, I'm going to have to wait so long.
Yeah. And that's the thing. It's just like, I could do that. And guess what? I could wait and play on my PC, which is going to run better than my PlayStation. I don't give a fuck how it runs. I want to play the game. Like, I'm not the type of person to be like, oh, yeah, I could get this extra frame per second. Who gives a fuck? Like, I'm over here just trying to enjoy the game. So that's my thing. Like, so a lot of the games that I want to play are 9 times out of 10 a PlayStation exclusive. PlayStation takes a while to port their things over to PC. So I already have a PlayStation. It makes more sense for me to want to play it on a PlayStation.
Dang. So, I'm at their mercy. I'm going to be so mad because I'm playing Ghost of Tsushima now, and I'm like, this game is so effing good. And I just love the fighting is like not too crazy, but it's like fun enough where you're like, they're coming at you and you're dipping and dodging and parrying and you're boosting all your like your skill power, whatever you call it.
Oh yeah.
And the graphics, just the scenery is so beautiful. So
bro, it's a samurai movie.
And like, the pacing is so awesome. It just exactly. It feels like a movie. The pacing is like.
Have you played Kurosawa mode yet?
No, with the black and white. No, not yet.
Dude, when Ghost of Tsushima came out, and you can watch, we got episodes about this too, Eslam and myself. When Ghost of Tsushima was coming out, and they revealed the Kurosawa mode was like a thing. When I tell you, I lost my mind because it was just like I just around that time, like HBO Max had just recently like come out, I think, and they were like they had a lot of like Kurosawa, directed movies. What is it like? Damn, I can't think of one right now. 7 Samurai, 13 Samurai, I forget. But it's like he's got a couple different movies. It is 7, right? But what's it called? There's like all these different movies, and I was just watching them, and then it's just like it was so cool, like seeing that style of movie and everything. And then this game comes out, and I was just like, oh, so as soon as I jump in there, it's just like the way the little like even if you do a side mission. The way like it cuts to black and then boom, you have the letters. Here's the name of the mission. You talk to the character, and it's just like, and the fact that you could seamlessly turn on and off Kurosawa mode, it's like I would just do that randomly. It's just like, okay, I want to do this mission in a black and white, make it look like a little mini samurai film, and I go in there.
Cool. And I didn't know you could turn it off and on. That's cool.
Yeah, so it's amazing. Like so, I'm just jumping in there, and I was just like, I was having the best experience because of that. As far as the pacing goes, I'm going to disagree with you there. So I did like, it depends. I platinumed the game on PlayStation, so I got all the trophies.
Gotcha.
Doing all the extra side missions damn near broke me because they were boring to me. The ones where it's just like, I'd be in the middle of like, okay, I need to beat this person or I need to do this many things. Like, oh, fuck, here's a little bird. Let me follow the fucking bird. The bird's going this way. I was like, okay, I got the bird. And as I'm getting the bird, I was like, oh, fuck, here's a fox. God damn it. So it's just like now I have to follow this stupid little fox to go do the thing. And it's cool every once in a while, but then it's just like, but then there's like 100 birds and there's like 80 foxes. And then there's like this many shrines and this many meditation spots. I'm like, make it better. Like if you play the Spider-Man games, they have those collectathon missions too, but they're fun. And Eslam disagrees with me. He hated them. He liked the Ghost of Tsushima ones better. I was just like, when I follow a fox, I get nothing out of it. When I do the Spider-Man one, maybe you collect all of Peter Parker's backpacks, but every time you get a backpack, here's a collectible and explains why it matters to Peter Parker and what edition and which comic book it was introduced and all this other stuff. I enjoy that stuff.
Fun fact.
Yeah. So it's that, or if you play the Miles Morales ones, there's a music one where he's hearing these sounds, and it's something that Miles' dad and his uncle took different sounds from New York City and made an actual song out of it. And you're trying to find out where the sounds come from throughout the city. Like there's actual purpose behind these side missions.
Yeah.
Ghost of Tsushima is like, let me follow this fucking bird. So that's why it's just like, okay, their side missions not that great, and that fucked up the pacing for me. As far as the missions go, like the main story, Yes, pacing is great. I like it. Story's incredible.
Yeah.
But
Granted,
that's
I just started and I
okay.
have just been following the story so far. I
Okay,
haven't like gone really too out of my way.
got it.
My gameplay style has changed so much. I used to try to do everything, like all the side quests, but
Yeah.
then like I said, I don't have that much time to play. So now
Well,
I
I pick
just
and choose my
like
games. Yeah.
now I like do the side quest as much as I can, and then once I get tired of a game, I'm just like, okay, just straight to the story mode. Let's streamline this.
Yeah. No, I feel that.
um, but
The thing is, if
so
you want to
far
get like
it's
that really
just
good,
pretty dang cool.
I got you. If you want to get like the good armor and shit like that, you're gonna have to get some more side missions in there and like extra shit
Gotcha,
because
gotcha.
you unlock like because when I in the end of the game I got like the ghost armor and then stuff like that, and then you have the different dyes for doing like different things. So it's like when I had the all black ghost armor, it's like I'm Batman now. I'm
Yeah,
just Batman, and it's
ghost armor. That's
you,
funny.
it's
I
crazy. Like the way
the
I played was
gaming
like Batman.
the game mechanics though are pretty sick. Like usually I'm used to like the map or the arrow go this way, and this one they use like the environment to their
Oh, with the wind.
advantage, like with the wind, with the fox or the birds. It's something you're looking for, not like a direct like
Yeah,
arrow or something super blatant. It's like kind of embedded, and you feel like you're kind of there, which is pretty dang sick.
yeah.
I really like how they did that. That kind of travel system,
Yeah.
you know.
No, yeah, they did a great job with that. That and then just they that game does a very good job of like you're riding around and then you see something off in the distance and it's not even leading you towards that thing, but you see like, hey, what's that over there? Let me go right over there and check it out. And then it turns into, hey, you just ran to a side mission, or here's a bunch of Mongols that you have to go up against. So it's just like, okay, cool. It's like there's it's environmental storytelling,
Yeah,
where it's just like it's done very well in that sense. That the voice acting in that game is great in English and Japanese. Just it's just such a fucking good game. And dude, I cannot wait for for years I've been calling it Ghost of Tsushima. Uh
oh
so
yeah, like genuinely just thought that's how it was pronounced, or just
no, the sequel. I've been like once I finish Ghost of Tsushima and me and Eslam will talk about like what we want to see for a
oh
sequel.
Tushima.
Yeah, so that or Ghost of Tsushima's, like like
Yeah,
so like that's how, yeah, it's pronounced Tsushima.
no, yeah,
Um, but yeah, no, that's how we do it now. We know it's Ghost of Yote. But yeah, and Eslam, I don't know. Who am I kidding? He doesn't remember this, but he called the sequel. He said that he hopes that when they do come out with the sequel, it's not Jin Sakai. It's somebody completely different. It takes place in the future or the past or something along those lines. And literally, it's exactly what he predicted. He got that. If only he could remember, you know. But but he did predict that.
That's funny. He
But,
probably definitely doesn't remember that.
he doesn't even know what the fuck Ghost
He
of Tsushima
predicted
is. But yeah, man, no. So I'm very, very much looking forward to Ghost of Yote. I took an extra day off of work just to make sure I get some gaming in. But yeah, man, and you were playing a lot of like you said, your backlog is you're catching up on this. Now,
Yeah.
you did a lot of ports on Nintendo Switch, and for you at that time, the Switch was great because it got you to play these games that you're missing out on.
Kind of froze for a sec. There you go.
Oh yeah,
Hey, 40 minutes in. That's pretty good. That's not bad.
yeah, but now it's gonna be like every fucking 10 minutes.
Uh,
But yeah, so with the Switch, you you got the ports you need to do. Now you're kind of like on a better machine. You're getting your ports in. Is there a game that you played on your Switch that you wish you played on your Ally, and why is it The Witcher 3?
actually, it's not The Witcher 3.
Okay,
It's
I know
dying.
you that
It's
one.
Dying Light.
Really?
And I bought it again on Steam because it
Okay.
was on sale.
There you go. Why not?
So eventually I will play that again. That's low key just one of my favorite zombie games. I fell in
Really?
love with it. I really fell in
Okay.
love. The first one though.
Yeah, no, just Dying Light in general. I don't know anybody that really likes it that much, but
I don't
hey,
know
man.
why. I just really did like it, and
Yeah.
I really like the night mode. The night mode got me. Every time I go to night mode, I'm just like at the edge of my seat. My heart's pumping. You know, the I forgot what they're called, but like the super undead, just like that chase you like relentlessly, and you have to really get the parkour going, like, and you have to eventually you get the grappling hook too. So I like that aspect too. Kind of made me feel like Batman a little, and that coupled with the parkour, coupled with the high octane zombie chasing, that just does it for me. So I'm looking forward to getting back into that one and experiencing it on the Ally, and on my little dock system with the eGPU, where you get more like processing and it's a lot smoother, and you get all that. It just looks so good, man.
Speaking of docks, do you dock your Ally?
I bought a dock and I was trying experimenting with the dock, and I was getting like okay connection, but it wasn't the best. Now with the eGPU that I got, it pretty much works as a dock. So the eGPU that I have, I connect my HDMI to it, pretty much, and then from there I connect the C type to the yes, Henry, the volatiles. Oh my gosh, those things give me nightmares. But yeah, those things are sick. But the eGPU pretty much everything. That's pretty much like the hub system that does everything, and then I connect the C type to the fast port on the Ally X, and I actually use the JSAW case that I have. It comes with a standing dock, so I just use that to stand it up, and
Nice.
and then like keep the GPU like behind it, and so I have kind of like a shelf set up for it. And so when I leave, I kind of have this hard shell that I put on my Ally, and I carry my book bag for the most part, and it's been pretty good hanging in there. And then when I get home, I just put it on the little shelf connected to the GPU, and for the most part now I just play on like connected to the GPU, because I guess I feel like it's console or just more horsepower. It's just a lot smoother on a lot of the games, especially the AAA games like Avowed. I was getting like 30 to 35 frames, like, which is pretty, it wasn't bad.
Yeah, that's okay.
It's playable. But once I connected to the GPU, I was getting like 60, 50 or 60. So I was like a lot more smoother, and the renderings were like on high or like, ultra, whatever the heck they, whatever game has, whatever the pretty close to the highest settings, and actually running good. It's like around 50 to 60 frames. And I played Split Fiction with my wife. It was looking so beautiful on the projector.
How'd that go?
We actually just beat it 2 days ago or yesterday or something. We've played. I want to say she's a gamer. Her favorite game is Sims. Sims 3 and Sims 4. She
got it.
Indulges the most.
Did it take a lot of you jumping past the level and then waiting?
That did happen for a lot of it, but but I encouraged her and I supported her, and I was like, "You got this, babe. You got this, babe." And I didn't really. I think there's only like one time where I like really took the controllers. Like, we're never gonna get fucking through this. Like,
yeah, I never would. If that was me, I would be like, we'll wait until you get there.
The coordination always there, but she's gotten a lot better, because we played Unravel 2. It Takes Two.
If you haven't done it, do A Way Out with her. It's the people who made Split Fiction and all that, and It Takes Two. It's just they came out with that one first, and they did a game before that called Brothers. But A Way Out, I played that one with Rudy. We played that one. He got the platinum trophy because he owned the game. I didn't. He still owes me a platinum trophy. But I refuse to play it again. Because he got the platinum trophy because of me. And then same thing with It Takes Two. He started playing It Takes Two with his wife, or girlfriend, Baz, and then she just couldn't do it. So then I was, there, and it was like, and then he was like, "Here, do this," and I was like, I played like once or twice with him. I was like, I just don't want to do this with you. And then he played it with I don't know if it was his brother or one of the other friends. I don't play video games with people. It's just it's just not for me. But
I used to be like online, like play with everybody. Now I'm just like, I'll play with my brother.
No.
Or I'll just play by myself.
There you go, Josh. You played with Josh. Thanks, Henry.
Yeah, it's crazy, the evolution.
Yeah, with me, it's just I grew up an only child, and a lot of people are like, oh
Mm.
man, you must have wished you had siblings or people to play with. I was like, God, no,
You're like, nah, I'm
no.
good.
I was so happy. Yeah, see, I was just about to say because Henry knows because I played Trine with him and Rudy, and it was fun. Trine 1 and 2 was cool. 3 they fucked up the thing, and then we tried 4. It's just like I'm sorry, Henry, it just ain't. It's just not there anymore. It's just like I don't have that. I don't have the energy to play games with people that much. Like I could play with you guys for like one session every like 2 to 3 years. Like I can't I can't just stick with it. You know. That's the even the whole like when you play games with people like I added you on Steam. You still need to finish making your Steam account by the way. But
Yeah, yeah.
I added you on Steam and it's one of those things where it's like, hey, I'm gonna add you just so I can be like, hey, what's Disco playing? And see if there's anything you're playing that I should check out. That's really all it is. That's all my friend system's for. They'd be like, hey, is there somebody playing something that I might like? 9 times out of 10, no.
Nah,
Okay.
nah.
And then it just keep on going. But so it's like even that, it's like I'm never gonna hit you up on Steam. I'm never gonna bother you. Even like the group chat, like when people go on like there's a party chat and all that, it's cool. I'll hop on once every 2 to 3 years. Hey, what's up? Sure, I'll play a game. Yep, I don't like doing this that much. And then I'll go play a single player game by myself. That's kind of just I don't know. I got nothing against people for the most part.
Yeah.
It's just I don't
I
know.
just
Gaming's
feel
a
like the
solitary thing.
scheduling for me,
Yeah.
scheduling now, it's like I only get like an hour and a half, and I don't want to spend that time fucking talking with people like,
No.
oh, what are we gonna play, or what, or are we gonna set this up, or what are we doing, and then
Yeah.
wasting time. I don't know.
I've said it before and I will forever say it. A good single player game is always going to be a million times better than a great multiplayer game. You know, so it's just like
Yeah.
you know that's just how it is at the end of the day for me. But yeah, but anyway, back to the Ally X. So you mostly use just the Xbox Game Pass thing on there. I forget. Do you have a PlayStation or not? I always forget this.
My wife has a PS4, so technically through marriage, yes, I have a PlayStation. Actually,
So
I guess I could. Well, I don't know.
you could
PS4.
use Chiaki to get
The
certain
Portal.
games that yeah.
I don't. Will it be able to? Will Yote ever run on PS4?
I don't think Yote's coming out on the PS4. Yeah, no. But I mean other things like so the same sales that you're seeing on Steam, you might be able to get cheaper on a PlayStation sale.
I see. I
Or
see.
you know what I'm saying? Like I mean I know you're playing you're catching up with a couple games. God of War should be coming up for you as some of the games you should be playing. That one
Yeah.
might be available on Steam. If not, this is an option. I'm not the
It
biggest God of
is.
War
I
fan, but
think
yeah.
it is available, but a lot of like the PS games are like still like $50-$60. So I kind of just
Because they just got to Steam. They came out years ago for us, but they just got to Steam, so it's a big deal.
so yeah, I'm waiting for like sales or whatever. But Ghost of Tsushima, I actually just called out of work like Monday or Tuesday, whatever.
Gotcha.
And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna treat myself. And so I spent the day playing Ghost of Tsushima, and man, it's just
See,
awesome.
that's the difference. So the thing is, if you did hook up to the PS4, if you get a PlayStation Plus account, basically like the Game Pass, but for PlayStation, if you got that account, you would get Ghost of Tsushima. You wouldn't have to pay for it separately. And there's a lot of games like that that I've recommended that, hey, you should play this game. And all those games are like in PlayStation Plus, just sitting there.
Dang.
So yeah. So you might want to look into this.
I need a PS5.
Well, no, Ghost of Tsushima came out on the PS4 originally. So, that's
Oh, I see. I see.
so and God of War, I think both of them. Henry, correct me if I'm wrong. Was God of War, what the Ragnarok? Was that a PS4 game? I'm sure you play on PS5, but I think it was a PS4 game. Could be wrong, but definitely the God of War 2018, Spider-Man. I'm sure you could play all of them. Maybe not Spider-Man 2, but definitely it was PS5. Henry, thank you. But Spider-Man 2018 and Spider-Man Miles Morales, you can play both of those on PlayStation 4. You might not have to pay. They might be on
Oh,
PlayStation
nice.
Plus. But
That's
just look
sick.
into it. Just double check.
Yeah, yeah. I'm probably not, but that's fine.
Yeah, no. It's something to keep in mind. Even if it's like
Yeah.
you get PlayStation Plus for like a month, play like one of these games, cancel a subscription, and then turn it off. Like that's what you paid $20 instead of paying $60 on Steam.
That's true. That's true.
You know?
Maybe.
Yeah, it's just something to keep in mind. But yeah, no, I think we jumped around a lot, which I knew we were going to do. That's what I was going to say. Talk about how we feel about gaming in general. But is there anything else you want to talk about the Ally in particular?
The Ally X in particular. I highly recommend it if you can afford it. I do think it's a little pricey, you know, compared to a console. What's the PS5 going for?
A lot. If not 500 around there. I would say less, but because of tariffs, maybe more now. I
Yeah,
don't know.
yeah. So I got mine for like 900, maybe, you know, a little less than a grand or something. So that's pretty pricey, you know. And then on top of that, I got the GPU, which I got a cheap one, like I said, for like $300. Usually, you know, those are like $500-$600, or if you build one, you know, still a couple hundred.
Yeah.
So I took a gamble on my GPU, but it's been fucking phenomenal. It's been great, especially for those like more demanding AAA games. It's seamless on. My projector shoots at like 2160p when I turn
Nice.
it on. It's a 60 hertz refresh rate, so it's like
Awesome.
not the best, but it's pretty decent. And I was getting good frame rates and
Oh, dude, that's sick. Yeah, no,
awesome,
that's real good.
yeah,
No.
and very smooth gameplay on Tsushima. And I've been playing Avowed on it. Played Resident Evil for a little bit, and it's just been honestly just so awesome, just such a great experience. Just the graphics. I mean, I'm sure it's not like top tier PC gamer with all the crazy doodads, but just
Yeah, but I mean, those
I guess
people,
I'm
they're
still
yeah.
coming from Switch. I just anything just like wow.
Yeah.
But the fact
Well,
that
you
I
were like
still
that
have
with the
access.
Switch. Well, I remember with the Switch, you're like, man, this is incredible. And I would just be like, it's cool, you know, I guess.
It's like I'm there.
Like, I made it. Like, you're near the street, but you're not on it. Like,
No, yeah. So I mean, I could definitely feel the difference from the
yeah.
Switch to this Ally X, and it's just impressive what the technology's come to. And I'm curious to see if the Xbox Ally X does well, or because I've seen a lot of people that are like, should I just get the Xbox? I mean, should I just get the Ally X now and screw the Xbox Ally X,
That's what I
or
did.
should I wait? Should I just wait for the optimized whatever? But I heard that the optimization, like Xbox, what's it called? Like user interface is going to come out for the Ally X as well. So it's like,
It is.
what's the point? I don't know.
Exactly.
I
That's
feel
the
like
thing.
that's one
So,
of the major like draw or like attractions.
yeah, with
But
me
if it's going to come
personally,
to the Ally X, it's like I
yeah.
could just wait. I don't care.
With me personally, that's the thing where I was I for the longest time I was like, I have a Steam Deck, it's fine. And then I talked to you about it, that my Steam Deck died. And then I was like, all right,
That's
I
like
need to
that weekend. Cursed it.
but then I was like, all right, I need a replacement. And then that's where I was like, oh, I've heard, I mean, as of right now, the Ally X is supposed to be the better of all the gaming PCs, or handheld PCs. So I was like, all right, I'll go with the Ally. And then I knew the Xbox thing was coming out. And I was just like, should I wait? I was just like, I don't really care. And then I was like, let me read into the Ally now. And that literally, Armory Crate is what made me buy it. So that's the thing.
Oh
So when
wow.
I found out about Armory Crate and I looked into it and I was like, what can I do with Armory Crate? And I was like, this is literally what I wanted to do with my Steam Deck. And they built a program so I could do that on the Ally. So it's like, once I saw that, I was just like, perfect. Now, when the Xbox version of that comes out, if it's good, that's great. But I don't know if it's going to let me easily play my PlayStation on an Xbox branded OS. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Hence,
yeah,
I might stick with the Armory Crate.
yeah.
Even though people don't like it, it's like it fits my needs. But as far from me, as far as like recommending the Ally X, it's a case by case thing. I'm not gonna be like automatically yes, do it. If you are somebody who likes single player narrative focused games, buy PlayStation straight up. If you want it to be portable, save up and then buy a PlayStation Portal to go with it. You know, like that's my recommendation. But if you are somebody who has a million consoles and you want to be able to just play them all on one device, or if you're like me, I want options. I could play my Xbox on my Xbox, my Ally, or my computer, or my phone, or a tablet. So it's like I could play it everywhere. Same thing with my PlayStation for the most part. Like I have options and variety of where I want to do things. I like that. I want that. I want to be able to take my stuff with me and if I choose to and play. But it all depends on what type of game you want. If you're trying to game on a budget, fucking get Game Pass on your phone. Like, don't even buy a fucking Ally X. Don't buy a console. Get Game Pass on your fucking phone and game that way. Buy a one Xbox controller. Hook it up to your phone. That's how I feel about 2025 in general. It's not like how gaming was when we were younger, where it's just like, hey, if you want this game, you have to play here. If you want to play with your friends, you have to get what they get. We live in a world where you have options. Look at all of your options and go from there. If you have a backlog like Disco, it makes perfect sense to play something on Steam because Steam is going to have these sales constantly. And these games that you've missed out for years, you can get access to. And whether you have it on a handheld or you have it on a PC, you can get access to all these games. So it's like it all depends on a case-by-case basis. So right off the bat, would I recommend an Ally X? No. It costs too damn much. And, it fits specific needs. If you don't have those specific needs, that's at least $900 for the Ally X, or what is it for the Ally? Like $700 or something?
I think the Ally, yeah, you could find used for like 500 on marketplaces and whatnot.
Yeah,
but also the 900s for like, or I paid like 900 something for the 2 terabyte. I don't
that's
know.
right. Yeah, you're right.
Know.
I have the 2 terabyte as well. Yeah, so that's
it's a little cheaper for the 1 terabyte. I don't know what they're going for now.
Yeah, and with that being said, also if you're like, hey, well, let me get a PlayStation 5. Well, guess what? PS6 is coming out in about 3 years. Don't know what to tell you. Like, so you got to weigh your options. Look at the games. That's what I tell people. If you want to play video games, look at what games you want and look at the best place for you, specifically budget and ease of access, and that's where you play. Because it's a very expensive hobby. You got to be smart about it.
Yeah. But if you're looking for a strong, or probably one of the strongest portable handhelds on the market, this is probably your best bet. This or the Lenovo Legion 2 just came out, and man, that thing it dropped for like $1,300, and it's hurting them because that's an arm and a leg. Like at that point, they're like, just get a laptop. So I think it's important that the Xbox not like go too crazy with their prices because
it's going to be cheaper than what we paid.
It's super. Oh, okay, good. That's good.
Yeah, I'm not. It's just total speculation, but I'm like fairly certain it's going to be cheaper than just getting the regular Ally X.
That's awesome because the price is just a huge factor in it, and it is up there. And another thing I want to mention was the Xbox Ally has like the kind of the grip handheld, which looks ugly but probably feels amazing.
I've heard it feels perfect.
But then I was just thinking, I also like to just stand my Ally like on the dock, and it's also easier to carry my Ally X in my bag without like those crazy huge grips kind of. So I'm like,
they're going to end up making cases. I'm
pretty happy with my just the original Ally X.
Just I don't even have
one
a case
thing.
For
one thing I want. Oh no,
dude! I don't even. When I tell you, I literally just throw it somewhere. Like it's sitting at this desk. Sometimes I fall asleep. It's just like at the foot of my bed. I don't even realize it's there. It's just there. Wishing it was getting played with.
I treat mine like a baby. Like
not at all.
I got a case. I got like a little 4 case, and then
nothing. Literally,
I got an actual like hard shell case too. If I'm like really traveling or whatever.
Bro, I didn't even put like a screen protector on it. Like not even that.
I got a little glass screen protector that I put on too.
Yeah, my shit is there.
He said, "It's all good. Living on the edge."
Well. You take it places. Literally, it doesn't even leave this fucking room.
That is true. I do take it to work.
So
I do need a little extra protection. And
makes sense.
Honestly, I've had it for a couple months, and it's survived the abuse of like hanging in my book bag. And
there you go.
It's traveled to Cabo with me, and it's shined. It's shined.
Do you have a power brick yet? If not, you should go. Anybody who has any type of handheld anything, get a power, get a brick.
I have a 20,000 mAh power brick, but I might get like another one. I don't know.
Yeah, especially if you're on like a long flight. It's helpful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But my power brick did add like an extra maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours. So
Yeah.
what, two plus that? That's close to 4 hours.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a solid gaming experience right there. Just from
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's where I'm at with it. Anything else you want to add on?
Man, I just love my Ally X. I'm gonna recommend it to everybody, even if you're poor, if you can't afford it, steal one. not from a store, not from somebody that has one, because man, that's heartbreaking.
I love how you didn't take back the stealing. You took back the stealing from a person. Like steal one, not from a person though. A store is fine, just not from a person.
I just think everybody should have one. It's awesome. You can
not
have
Best
access
Buy.
to.
Don't let Best Buy have one.
Yeah, they got their things.
There's the sirens. They heard you.
Yeah, they're good. Get him. He's condoning stealing. Man, but I personally just highly been enjoying mine ever since I got it. I have not been able to put it down. I've played it every single day. Like I literally don't think there's one day where I haven't turned it on to like play a little something here and there. And I've just been loving it. Just like we mentioned, I have like a bunch of games that I missed, like Horizon Zero Dawn and all that stuff. So
is that available on Steam now?
I want to say I looked it up, and I think so, but I don't know.
Okay. I honestly don't know.
Once I play a game, I did search it, but now I'm thinking I don't know. Did I dream that up? Now who knows what's reality? But
I'm not sure.
Tell
you what, for my final thought, I'll find out for you. Give me a second.
Oh, awesome! So like, it's stronger than my. A couple years ago, I bought like a gaming PC for $1,000, a Lenovo Legion like gaming laptop, like the low end, and it's way stronger than that shit. And so I'm just impressed with the technology and what I could do with it, connecting it to this projector I have and playing like games on my wall, like my whole wall. Like I don't know, it just blows my mind.
Well, that's cool.
And how how I got lucky with the eGPU too, because I was reading on the forums and whatnot. They were like, you shouldn't get an AMD eGPU because it messes with the AMD drivers on the the actual internal BIOS and whatnot. So I kind of just went with my gut, and I got this cheaper one for 300, and it worked out for me because I feel like it's honestly as strong, like maybe a little less than a PS5, stronger than a PS4. And that's just crazy for a handheld, in my opinion. Like with the eGPU,
Shoot, I wouldn't be surprised if it was stronger than the PS5. in all honesty,
it might be, especially with the extra horsepower, because I'm getting like pretty decent frame rate, and I don't not 4K, but 21 whatever P is pretty dang good too. Like it's
oh yeah, well, that's the thing. That's an argument that people would make for years, where it's just like, hey. It's like that's cool that you have a console, but my PC runs at this, that, and the other, blah blah blah. I'm like, awesome. How do you like God of War? Oh, you don't have it? How do you like Horizon Zero Dawn? Oh, you don't. How do you like Ghost of Tsushima, Last of Us, Final Fantasy VII? Oh, you don't have it? All right, cool. I like that you have a powerful PC. Good for you.
Oh yeah, well, can you get 120 frame rate per second?
No. I play these games like a solid 5 years before anybody else on Steam. So
yeah,
what's called Horizon Zero Dawn is in fact on Steam for $49.99. I don't see the sequel on there. So I don't see Horizon Forbidden West. Now I'm going to tell you if it's on PlayStation Plus.
Can you check if Spider-Man's on that?
On which one?
Steam.
Yes, I can.
Spider-Man 2, I guess, or I don't know, both of them.
I got you. Real quick, yeah, they're all good. Horizon Zero Dawn is available on. It looks like it's available on PlayStation Plus and the sequel.
Oh, nice!
Without paying the $50.
You just gotta get the PS Plus.
Yeah. Now you're asking me about Spider-Man. You said.
Yeah. And you recommend Spider-Man 1 and 2?
Yes. Anything that says Marvel Spider-Man, you play it.
Good.
So
good.
Marvel Spider-Man Remastered, Miles Morales, and Spider-Man 2 are all on Steam. but they're all going for $59.99, $49.99, and $69.99 respectively.
I see. Yeah.
So yes, I know. I don't know off the top of my head, but at least 2 of them are going to be available on PlayStation Plus. If you just have a PlayStation Plus subscription. So, like I said, I mean, it's not that I don't think PC gaming is the way to go, even though I prefer console gaming. It's just if you're trying to save money and you're trying to get access to the most games, you're gonna want to look around. Yeah, it looks like actually all 3 of them are PlayStation Plus games, all the Spider-Man games.
Oh, nice.
They all are. I mean, they're PlayStation exclusives. But yeah, they're all on there. But yeah, those are my final thoughts. Just you look for it. Like, yes, if you're in the market for a handheld and you can afford it, Ally X is amazing. Go for it. But if you're trying to save money and play as many games as you can, look everywhere. Look everywhere. Be vigilant. Look for deals and go from there.
Yeah, and there's a bunch of handhelds, man. There's the Steam OLED. They got the Ally 1, then the Ally X, and then there's the little Lenovo.
Even Switch 2, I know it's not necessarily for us, but it's out there and a lot of people do love it. So,
yeah, on the Switch 2, they have, I mean, as long as their games get optimized, I'm sure they can really push that thing to its limits. The Lenovo has their series. There's Lenovo Legion, the Lenovo Legion Go, and then, like I said, the Lenovo Legion 2 just came out with this new Z2E chip that everybody's been ranting and raving, but it's like just a nominal increase. So apparently everybody's kind of upset. What else is out there? The MSI Claw 8 AI is supposed to be pretty decent.
And if you want retro gaming, there's specific retro handhelds for that as well. Like there's the Pocket, whatever, and I don't know what the hell they are, but just literally search up retro
I think
handhelds.
There's one called Retroid too, a handheld.
Yeah, there's a Retroid. Yeah, there's a couple, and it's like you just look what's for you, and like those things they could vary anywhere from like $50 to maybe like 200. So if you really just want to play like old school games, and you're thinking, hey, let me get an Ally X, like you could get an Ally X if you're going to use it for other stuff. But if you only want to play retro stuff, don't buy an Ally. That's way too much fucking money. You could get one of those things and at most pay like $200. So there's, like I said, you look for what your specific needs are and go from there. Yeah. That's where we are in 2025, because there is so much variety. You want to see what works for you. And your wallet and your time. Yeah. Those are my final thoughts. That's my PSA.
PSA.
But yeah. So with that being said, everybody, thank you for checking out the Los Wise Guys podcast. Henry, thank you for your help as always, keeping us informed and talking about handheld porn. And
handheld, there's no better place, just game, and then you're like, you know what I could do after this game is I'm just gonna beat my meat.
There you go.
Probably take a nap, and that's the life.
Yep. Just go beat that Hollow Knight. But yeah,
once you wake up, you just jump back on the Ally X.
But yeah, no. And with that being said, also. Guys, make sure to go check out the Los Wise Guys Fantasy Video Game League. It's an interesting year. Dare I say, this is my best year ever of the Fantasy League. I still might not win it, but this has been my best year ever. Every game I have picked up has been at least 80 or higher. I have one game that's sitting at a 74, and that's simply because I traded a game that was at 80 away to Henry. And I took his 74 because I needed money in there. Thank you for that trade, Henry. But yeah, this is like I'm every game I just dropped a game that came out. It was like it dropped at 88. I think it came out with. Dang. So I'm killing it this year.
You're gonna have to change your studio to the Oracle Studios.
You know what? I didn't get the game. What does that mean? I don't know what that means. Oh no, the game I was trying to get. You're right. I didn't get it. But it was like, hey, my thing was like I wanted to get that game, Henry, and if I couldn't get it at my consolation prize was like I would have. Yeah, I know. I was trying to get Octopath. My consolation prize was like I would at least get some budget added into my thing in case I need to make another draft pick. Yeah, I lost points to you. It was 9 points. I mean, I'm fine with that. I was prepared to lose like 15, and I was like, when I saw it was like 9 or something like that, I was like, oh, that's perfectly fine with me. So yeah, no, I'm still happy with where I'm at, Henry. Like, yeah, I lost the points. I didn't get Octopath. Part of me was hoping you would have outbid me for Octopath and screwed me over, but you didn't. You know, thank you for not screwing me over, but I was kind of hoping you would, in all honesty. But yeah. Anyway, yeah, that's where we're at. So we're looking. Thank you. He says nope. But thank you once again for the trade. And yeah, just go to fantasycritic.games and search the Los Wise Guys. It's a public league, so anybody can go in there and check it out and see what's going on. Really good year. We're all doing pretty good. Henry, I think, is kind of a little bit behind, but if you look at his list of games, he's going to be a threat very, very soon, and I'm enjoying that. So we're all killing it in there. So love seeing it. But yeah, so those are my final thoughts. That's everything I got to say. Thank you, everybody, for checking out Los Wise Guys podcast. Make sure to check us back again live on twitch.tv/Los Wise Guys in 2 weeks. And if you can't watch us live, check us out on YouTube. Just search Los Wise Guys. Look for us with the 3 faces. You see the logo right there in the corner. If you're listening to the audio version of this podcast, you can't see shit. Just do what I said and be smart. Thank you, everybody, and have a great week.